So we are here in Yerevan, Armenia for the World Congress of IT, and we're here with world-renowned DJ Armin van Buuren. Armin, first of all, great to have you with us, and welcome to Armenia.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
So Armin, tonight we're gonna have a historical first. For the first time, we're gonna have a live orchestra play music that is being composed in real time, but artificial intelligence technology.
Wow.
So how do you feel about that? Should we be afraid? Should we be excited? What do you think of that?
No, I'm definitely not afraid. I mean, there's a lot of things that people were afraid of in the past and now are only helping us. I think technology is the way forward, and it's still the human beings that decide. The human beings have designed computers. At the end of the day, I think, obviously with new things always comes a little bit of fear. But I think if you take the advantages of AI and show what's the possibilities, I think it can make our lives a lot better in the future. And I'm a strong believer in AI. I love AI. I've been a science fiction fan my whole life, where you saw the early movies about AI. And, I guess my two passions in life are computers and music.
Yep.
And that's the reason why I'm sitting here today. So the fact that computer is actually composing the music is something that's very exciting to me.
So what impact has it had, Armin? For example, as a DJ, you have to use the latest software, the latest technology.
Yes.
What's the impact that your love for computers, but also the use of latest technology has had on, your creative process and your musical output as well?
Well, I want to start by going back to the early days when the synthesizer was developed, which is one of the first, technological advances. Right now, it's really unthinkable to listen to any track in the top 40 or top 100 that doesn't have an electronically produced thing behind it.
Yep.
And I remember the early 80s, a lot of musicians, they were actually protesting against the coming of the synthesizer. When the synthesizer was first invented, it was considered a devilish instrument. Until the Beatles started using it on the White Album, which is a legendary moment.
Yep.
And, then we had Walter Carlos with Switched on Bach. I know my history. So technology is slowly but surely taking over music as well. And hate it or love it, it has made our lives better. I mean, think about streaming, what we have right now.
Yep.
Streaming wouldn't be possible without technology. Streaming wouldn't be possible without everything that we have right now on the internet and also the AI that helps you, if you like this track, maybe check out this track as well.
Yep.
So what we've seen in the numbers is that there's a lot more interest in music, even compared to the 80s. There's people consuming more music than they have in the past, which sounds weird, but just because it's so accessible right now on our phones, when you're on your subway on your way to work, you click a song and then you can listen to it and it tells you what the next song should be that you should check out. I think that is, it enhances our wealth.
Yep.
And it's a growth. So I hope that answers your question.
No, absolutely. But also, let's say from the artist perspective, do you believe that an artist plus AI is more powerful than an artist itself, despite all his or her talent?
Well, let's put it this way. Music is loved by humans, right? So at the end of the day, there should always be a human element to AI to actually have other people enjoying it, because AI can be very sophisticated. At the end of the day, it's us humans that have to like the music. So I think there should always be a human element to it.
But you think one day, so you don't think we'll have an AI DJ, headlining a festival, a concert, where there's no human, just an AI technology?
I'm not saying it won't happen. I think there's already the first steps that are going that way.
Yeah.
I just feel like one very important aspect of DJing is that there's a human element to it. I'm not really sure if people want to see a robot dancing on stage. Maybe as a gimmick, yes. But, in general, people like to interact with another human being.
So we're not going to see robots dance tonight, that's for sure.
Well, AI can help you. I mean, let's face it, right now, I'm DJing completely different than the first time I started. When I first started DJing, I had a bag of vinyl. That was it. Right now, I'm bringing a USB stick with everything, the biggest sound, everything's organized in key. It gives you a lot of creative opportunities that I didn't have in a time when I was still spinning vinyl. So that makes you think.
Times change, and you've adapted accordingly, right? Which is great.
Absolutely.
Well, also, Armin, I want to ask you about this year at the World Congress of IT. The thematic is decentralization. How in the future we may move away from those centralized authorities or these middleman, like we call it. And this applies from finance to various industries. You're mentioning before streaming. how it's changed the relationship. Or, you know, in the future, having artists have a direct relationship with their fans.
It's very good.
Do you think the future of music will be really one where there'll be an artist have a direct relationship with his fan, or the record labels and other intermediaries will still be very omnipresent?
I think marketing, I mean, let's face it, record companies are marketing machines.
Yep.
And we see that now more clearly. There's not really a distinct between like a marketing company helping, like, let's say, for example, a product from a supermarket to promote that, or a song to promote that. It's the same kind of thought process. So I think we still need record companies to promote music to people. I mean, as an artist, I think your power is in creating music. So that's what you should focus on. I'm a shareholder in Armada Music, a company that we founded back in 2003. But I don't deal with the day-to-day business. I'm more an artist. So what I do, my job in the office is A&R music. So I help up-and-coming artists with their tracks and say, hey, maybe you should change the breakdown, or maybe you should change the chorus, or, you know, think of this, or make the edit like that. And I'm an artist, so that means like I'm producing my own music. I can't run the company. I have other people to do that. So I think in all, you know, you're the interviewer, I'm the guy that's being interviewed. So it doesn't, I mean, we can switch roles, but it doesn't make sense. So I think it's good that there's a direct relationship between the artist and the fans, but you can't really live without a good marketing machine to deliver the music where an artist maybe won't have, I mean, let's face it, my track, I mean, currently I have a track that's doing really well in the United States. I don't have the time to visit all these radio stations. So that's why you need a marketing machine.
So one last question, Armin. You know, you talk about technology and your love of science fiction.
Absolutely.
Do you believe that the musician of the future will need to master new technologies as much as understanding music theory?
Yeah, well, music theory is still very important. The lessons that Mozart, Beethoven, Bach, Chopin have taught us are that music is still unparalleled. That is something universal in that music that is so great. But I think technology can help us in advancing. I mean, we drive electrical cars right now. You know, our mobility has changed everything will change because of AI, and everything will move forward. And I think this is a positive thing. I know there's a lot of bad things to say about it, because some people don't like progress. And there's still people that listen to vinyl, which is fine. I love vinyl, by the way. The sound of vinyl is great.
Making a comeback.
But let's face it, it's like making a picture with an old analog camera and film versus a digital camera. The fact is that the scientific fact is that the ratio of the darkest point on a picture versus the lightest point on an analog picture is 1 versus 70. And on a digital photograph, it's at least 1 versus 2500. So there's more information to share, right? So, and I think that is only enriching our lives. I mean, you can put your head in the sand and say, I like analog photography better because of the distortion, and this is a great argument. I like that. I'm not going to fight that argument. I'm just saying, like, if you want a clearer picture, if you want a more like high definition picture where there's more information, where you see the black information, the white information, the colors more vividly, that is enhancing our lives. You cannot hide from the fact that technology is moving us forward. And I don't think personally, I don't think that's a bad thing, but I want to say to all the people that want to hold on to the past, that's fine too.
So, Armin, when I finish with last minute, I have my bell with me that travels with me, and with quick quick-fireside questions, really 1 or 2 word answers.
Absolutely.
And when I have my bell, I just time to go on.
Okay.
So, what advice would you give to a young DJ starting today?
Make your own music.
The DJ of the future, is he going to be an engineer or a traditional musician?
Traditional musician.
Oh, that's interesting. Love to hear that. Okay, the best piece of advice you ever received?
Best piece of advice I've ever received. Never forget your roots.
Oh, very good. Here we go. One more. What is your best source of inspiration today?
Best source of inspiration, other people's music.
Oh, very nice. And what other DJ you find very inspiring right now?
There's so many. I guess Dutch Master Mixer Ben Liebrand.
Oh, here we go. Interesting. And last 2 ones. If you just had to choose one piece of tech, what is your favorite piece of tech ever in the last 25 years?
Laptop.
Here we go. And to finish it off, Armin van Buuren, if you're not a DJ, what would you be?
Lawyer.
A lawyer. Here we go. I'm a lawyer myself, so here we go. All paths lead to that. Armin, thank you very much. We'll let you go on stage to perform, and thanks for being with us in Armenia today.
Thank you so much.
Armin van Buuren, the world-renowned DJ at the World Congress of IT. Thank you very much, everybody.
Thank you.